Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is a really exciting home tour video. If you follow me over on Instagram or you read my community tab here on YouTube, you will see that I did make a slight hiccup when it came to editing and uploading my entryway makeover video. So instead of doing an entryway makeover, I'm going to be doing an entryway home tour instead. So this is just going to be the first video in a whole home tour series, and of course I'm starting off in the entryway because this is the newest project that I've been working with and I've just been dying to share it with you. So if you have been here before, you can probably tell behind me it's looking very different, and I can't wait to just dive in, share what I did, where I got everything from, and how I picked everything up really affordable. I did some DIYs and I just want to share the whole process so you can also transform any area in your house on a budget as well. So don't forget to subscribe, leave it a thumbs up, and let's just jump straight into it. Okay, and this is the view as soon as you walk through the front door, and I am obsessed with it. I just love how everything's turned out. The only thing I'm going to be changing in this space is the shoe basket. As you can see, it's just a little bit too big, so the door does like hit it. I usually have it over here, but for this video, just so there's more space for me to stand, I've moved it over there. But I am going to be getting a smaller basket. But I do love this one. It's just a like metal frame with the wooden top. This is actually a Christmas present, but it was from B&M, and they do it in loads of different colours. I think you can get it in white and black as well, but I just love the gold, so I did ask for the gold one when my parents asked me what I wanted. So I got that, and I just think it's perfect for so many different things. Originally I was using it in the front room with throw blankets, and I think that's what I'm going to take it back through and use it as, because half of the shoes and slippers in there we don't actually use, so I can get like a much smaller basket for this space here. But that's still a gorgeous little like table, and you can just have so many different uses for it, so I'm definitely still going to be using that, just in a different space. But as you can see, if you've been here before, it's so much brighter and airy. So first thing I'm just going to point out is that I painted the walls, and of course I painted them white. I am just obsessed with having white walls. It just makes the space look so much bigger and brighter, and I'm just obsessed with it. So I painted the walls white, and I'm just going to start from the bottom and work my way up and just show you everything I got, where I got it from, and how you can pick it up for a bargain as well. So the first thing I want to talk about is this gorgeous console table. I actually got this from Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to put a little picture up on the screen so you can see what it was originally, and it was actually a bookshelf. It had another shelf here that I took out, and obviously I repainted it. I did keep the same hardware on because I just think that looks really pretty, but I painted it with Rust-Oleum, I think it was vintage duck egg, and then I just sanded off the top and left it the nice like plain wood, because I just love how this has got like a two-tone wood effect on it. It's so pretty. So if you are in the market for some new furniture, definitely check out Facebook Marketplace before you go and buy new, because they have so many great things on there for such a great price. So I'm really glad that I picked this up. I think it just works perfectly in this space. So I knew that I wanted it to be nice and cozy and welcoming as soon as you walk in the door. So I knew that I wanted to have blankets and cushions and everything. So let's start off with this cushion because I am obsessed with it. This was actually on our sofa, and I just thought I would pull it through to this space because I always shop my home first before looking elsewhere. But I picked this up a while ago from Primark, and it was only £10, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the different designs on it. I just love the texture. It is like a navy blue, but it does kind of look black, but I just think it looks so pretty. It sort of has the rustic farmhouse sort of vibe to it, and yeah, I just think it's really cozy, and it also works well to hide the hooks because, like I said, this was actually a bookshelf, so it does its job of hiding that really well as well. So got a little cushion there. So moving over to this side, again, I just love the cozy vibes of blankets. So I stuck 2 blankets in this cute little basket. The first one is just this like charcoal colour. It's super soft. I got this from 𝙸𝚘𝚀𝚘. I think they're both from 𝙸𝚘𝚀𝚘. Let's have a look. Yes, this one's from 𝙸𝚘𝚀𝚘 as well, but I did get it years and years ago, so I couldn't tell you the price of them. But I just love the tassels on this one, and I also love that this one's multicoloured because it just adds a little something different to the space, because I've tried to keep it all very neutral and light. So I like having these pops of charcoal and just pops of colour and then just different textures. That's also something that I've been trying to work into my decor lately, is just different textures, and I just love the contrast of everything, and especially with this cute little basket. And let me just take these out so you can see it. These can be used for so many different things, and I just think it looks so cute. You can, like me, put blankets in it, or you can have greenery in there, or you can use it just as storage. It's just so versatile. I absolutely love it. So the basket was actually a great find from IKEA, so definitely check IKEA out if you want some cheap baskets, because I was shocked at the price. I think it was maybe £2, maybe £3, but it was really, really affordable. So I had to snatch that up, and I actually got it for my laundry room makeover, but I love to shop my house, like I said, so I just brought that down into this area as well, and it just works perfectly. I love how it just ties in with the other wood tones, and it just feels really homely. So moving on to the top of the console table, I knew that I really wanted greenery and I really wanted to add height. So I picked these stems up from the range, and they were £2 each. I picked up 3 of them. So I bent them over at the bottom just so they would fit nicer in the vase, but it's just this gorgeous greenery. I got 2 of these ones. This one is slightly different with the flowers on, but again, it was only £2, and I just folded it up at the bottom so it would fit nicely in the vase, but I didn't want to cut it off because if I get a different size vase, so I just love greenery, so I picked up 3 of those. So this whole display was only £6, and I just think that's such a good price for the height of it and the fullness of it. So yeah, and I just think the green against the white walls really makes it feel homely to me, so I just love that. So I went ahead and put the greenery in this vase. I actually DIY'd this a little while ago on my channel. I'll link it at the top, but it's actually just a glass vase, and I gave it the like stone effect, and I think it works really, really well. I then just went ahead and sat it on this cute little plate that I picked up from the range. This was only £2, and I just think it's really pretty. It's just so simple. It's microwave safe, dishwasher safe, and it's just this little like porcelain plate. It's got like the grey speckled effect on the front, and then it's a more like beige on the bottom, and yeah, it's just simple, and it's just a clean piece that I like to have on the show. So I just go ahead and pop the vase on this. So next to it, I just popped this cute little porcelain house. It's a little tea light holder, and I think it's just so pretty. I picked this up from Wilko. It was only £2.50, and they also had a slightly bigger one that came to about here for £4. So I'm definitely going to be going back and buying some more, because I think these will be perfect for Christmas as well. If you want to just create like a little village and things like that, they're just super cute. So I bought that a while ago for the kitchen, but again, I just bought it through and used it here instead because it just goes perfectly with this home sign. I think that's just so adorable. So I picked this up from the range. This was £2.99. It's just made of wood. It says home. It's got that cute little heart cutout, and yeah, it's just one of those simple pieces that you can move around your house, and that's pretty much what I wanted to do for everything here, because I always like to shop my home. I'm always moving things from room to room, so I always try and stick with neutral because then it can go anywhere. But for now I just wanted it to be on the console table, and I just think it goes perfectly with the other wood tones as well. So these are the beads that I actually made in the same video where I made that vase. So if you do want to check that out, you'll also see how I made these. I just picked up the materials from the range for a couple of £2 and gave it a go. My first ever time, so they're really easy to make, and I like moving them around the house. Again, these were originally in the kitchen and I just moved them around, draped them all over the place. Definitely will be making more because they're just so plain and simple, but I think it really just adds so much to a space, and they can go with any type of decor as well, because you can get so many different colours, or you can paint them, you can use different string colours, and yeah, there's just so many different options when it comes to these beaded garlands, but I just love the plain wood. So I also went ahead and picked up this lantern from the range. I think you can probably see a theme coming along, but I just love the range, and this was at £3 and it's just so pretty. It has like gold distressed kind of look to it, and yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. It is battery powered, so let me just pop the lamp on so you can see what it looks like. So how pretty is this? I absolutely love it, and again, it just works well for so many different seasons, and I just like getting things that I can move around, I can use more than once, and yeah, it's just gonna last a very long time, and it's just so pretty. The final thing I picked up from the range was this mirror, and I actually went in with a different mirror in mind that was £20, but I came across this one and it was £9.99, and I just had to have it for that price. I thought it was amazing. I love that it's got the wooden frame and the rope to hang it up. It just goes perfectly, and it's also got like the distressed look, which I think just goes perfectly with everything else because it just ties in with the distressed look on the lantern and also all of the wood tones. So I'm just trying to keep it all cohesive and just looking fresh and cozy, and I just love how everything came together. I can't wait to start decorating for autumn and Christmas. I have so many different plans for this area, but right now I am just happy having it nice and minimal.